Hey, this is another great video by Ricky Kennerly Cichlids. This video we're looking at, we're going to start a new series called Herman Talk. Now Herman is a 9-year-old Frontosa. He's definitely an alpha male. He's very impressive, and he's a good fish to have a little bit of chats around, a little bit of talking, maybe even some future live streams. I haven't tried out live streams yet. If you're interested in me doing live streams, please leave that in the comments. Now there's some different updates for Herman. You can see him right here. He's a monster of a fish. Herman recently has had a like a little mole or type growth on his face. It was there for several weeks, so I didn't put him in any videos. I did water changes. I actually treated for parasites, but it wasn't parasites, it was just some type of growth. What fixed the situation was I did a water change and then an upgrade to a mat filter. You can see it right here on the side. It's got 2 outlets. It's doing very well. Right after I changed this, did the water change and changed this to a matin filter, a few days later, that place on his face went away. It's healed up. It's looking great. So that is one big change for Herman. Now, when we have the Herman Talks, it may not just be about Herman. It can be about the hobby in general, some of the things that I'll be doing, or if it's a live stream, I'll be answering some of your questions. I haven't done a live stream, so I'll have to learn how to do that and react to it. But it'll be set at a certain time, because a live stream, if you don't have participants, it can be rather awkward and boring if you don't have participants asking you questions. And like here, for this good picture here, the camera's way over there, and I need to be able to somehow read the comments that the viewers are saying at the time that I'm being viewed. So there's some things I have to overcome for Herman Talk. Like my cat right now, if I could show you, she's biting my arm because what? I'm talking to the camera. She can't stand that. Now if I was close to the camera, I'd show you. She's getting in my lap. I can lift her up. Right here she is. She's an awesome cat. But she cannot stand when I am talking to the camera. So there's some good developments in my life that's taking place, and as long as things keep going the way they're going, Herman here, in the future, this fall or maybe even sooner, will be getting an upgrade. Now it would depend on a few factors, like if I sell a bunch of fish soon, or how well my YouTube channel does, and different factors. But eventually, by this fall, Herman will have a bigger aquarium. He's going to have his own colony, because he is the one that most of my viewers picked as should be my alpha male. Now, in the colony that I have going now, I'm trying to breed the changer variety of Frontosas, which you can look into that, some of my other videos, and get the story behind that. But for Herman here, this monster of a fish, he's going to have his own colony, and these fish right here are going to be in that colony. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be exciting, and that's where I'll probably be doing my Herman Talk from, is the new aquarium. But for now, Herman Talk will be done in front of this aquarium. Now let me give you a little bit of views of Herman here and the matin filter. I did not take time to show you how I installed it. There's a couple of videos on how I installed one on my Frontosa colony aquarium, and also on my Peacock Cichlid Grow aquarium. I did matin filters on those, and it shows how I installed them. On this particular aquarium, she's actually wanting to watch some of the fish. She's being pretty good right now. This is Tara. Tara is, it's not T-E-R-R-A. It's not that. Now, I love my cat. She's really my best buddy here. but her name is Terror, as in Terror, as in something that terrorizes you. Because like I say, when she hears me talking to the camera, a lot of times she just bites and bites hard on my wrist, on my ankle, on my feet. Now she's getting some attention right now. I'm petting her and she's leaving me alone. There's times I have to stop and redo a scene because of her. So she may be in this series as well. I like to have her in there. All you people like my cat. So this will be Herman talk. I'm going to show Herman, get a good view of him, show the mat and filter, and I'd like to, have some ideas about a live stream if you think that would be something that would be good for my channel. If you think you'd like to interact with that, then I'll have a certain time for that. I will be working retail, so I will not have a set schedule, so I won't be able to have a set day, but I'll be able to have a set time on whatever day that is. That's one thing I will not be able to do for you, is to have set days that I have videos. Of course I could record them beforehand and I'll release them on that day, but I like to make videos when I'm inspired, and I like to go ahead and get them out there and see how they do. So Herman's doing good. There is lots of other Frontosas in here. There's a few that look like they're males, but I think there's several females. Recently Herman has lost his mate. His mate was Annie, like A-N-Y. She was 9 years old, and in the middle of the night heard this big bang. I didn't think anything of it, and it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, so I didn't get to check on it. I didn't hear any fish flopping around. I looked around, didn't see any fish flopping around, so I didn't think of anything of it. But the next day, what had happened, Annie was floating. She had hit the lid of the aquarium so hard that, regardless if it was the damage from the hit or the actual stress of the encounter, because sometimes stress actually causes your fish to die, not the actual injury. Like your fish can be chased around by another fish and be actually nothing wrong with the fish that's getting chased, but the stress itself can kill off a fish quicker than injuries. I've seen fish where almost all their fins are gone and they're a fighter, and they'll grow back those eventually if you separate them. They grow back their fins and be a very healthy fish, and there's no really any scarring. If it's on the fins, there's no scarring. Even some of the things that are on the outside scales can heal up where you can't even tell that anything was wrong with it. So it's not necessarily the damage to a fish that could be an issue. It can be stress related. Now if you hit your head really hard, you can get a concussion, you can die. So when Annie hit the lid so hard, I guess she couldn't recover. Now what caused her to hit her head or hit the top of the aquarium? Probably she was being harassed in the middle of the night. Now right now Tara is just biting, lunging into my hand and biting really hard. I wish I had my camera just a little bit lower to have her show you what she does. Now see her, she's biting on my hand right now. So anyways, let's get a little tiny view. I want to keep this not too long, but I'm going to show you Herman. A view of Herman. The coloration of these Frontosas have been coming out really good with the change to matte and filtration. There's good flow. I want to show you that real quickly, and then we'll end this video. And make sure you give me some comments. I want you to drop some comments down there. Give me some thumbs up, and also I want you to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in Frontosas. There's really not a lot of channels out there that have consistent Frontosa videos. Now these may not be what you think are the ideal Frontosas to have, but these are some excellent looking Frontosas. They look really pretty. They have really good blues. Now you see my arm over here, that's because Terror is right here attacking me. So anyways, you can learn from what the care of these Frontosas to care of your Frontosas, regardless if you have. So let's wrap this video up. There you see Herman. In future videos I give you a better shot of him. There's some of the Frontosas from the colony. There is one that probably should have been culled, pretty deformed, but I didn't see it early on, and so once a fish is so old, I don't want to cull them. So it's eating, and so let me just give you a little, it's back there, but it's able to eat, and if it dies later, then so be it. If not, I decide to keep them this long, it's going to be kept. So let's look at Herman just for a second. There's Herman, and let's get a view of the flow from the matting filter. You see this big sponge goes all the way down to the bottom of the aquarium, all the way up on the left hand side. Look at that flow. And it's not a strong flow. I don't want a strong flow. Frontosas do good with a low flow. But there is a flow, and there, as far as from this aquarium, you don't have the pop from sponge filter. Now I'm still using sponge filters, but so I just want to say some of the benefits of using a matting filter. You don't have the